Good morning, everyone. I'm Dinesh Gajendran from VIT University, VIT Business School, Vellore, India. My research topic is about green youth advocacy towards climate change and Indian perspective to achieve United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So we are addressing about the green youth volunteerism and promoting green advocacy, which is a new form of addressing the sustainable development goals and also addressing climate change and global warming. Because there is many ways of doing volunteerism, but nowadays youth are very keen to follow green youth volunteerism and green youth advocacy. So we have undergone the methodology called informal discussions with stakeholders, and we have engaged with various young people who have been working as a volunteer in the sector and also has been running various campaigns in climate change area. And also we have got an extensive literature review from various resources and articles. And we are proposing a good conceptual framework to understand the reasons between the rise of green volunteerism among young people. Now they've been influenced by the global movement to join environmental advocacy. And we are also studying about the challenges faced by green volunteers. And we are proposing to understand the lack of support from multiple stakeholders like governments, education institutions, and corporates, who are the pillars of working with young people. So if everything goes together and if young people's contribution given to the SDGs, so India can achieve the SDGs by 2030. So we have got some good findings actually. So how the Indian youth are impacting, getting impact from the global movement. So where you can see from starting from Greta Thunberg, Fridays for Future, and many international organizations are working towards climate change, but especially when the young people learning from the climate change and working on COP and the Commonwealth Climate Change Network. There's a lot of extensive youth networks are working towards global change and also the climate change movement and addressing environmental activism. So Indian youth are getting influenced by the global organizations. That's why we named it as I2GYP. And we see that in India, the climate, the political climate is not much favorable towards climate change, because there is a lot of confusions between climate activism, climate action, and climate awareness actually. So if you see, people are thinking like climate activism means doing something against the government or doing something against the policies, but it's not like that. So maybe we can term that as climate actions or climate awareness, so that you can go along with the government and you can go along with the stakeholders. So the recent political situations in India are not favor towards climate activism. So we can focusing on doing climate action and awareness, so that the government help and support will be there. And we see that there is no structured volunteerism aspect or advocacy program towards climate change from Indian grassroots, starting from government to private policies or a corporate policy. Because since India is a vast country with more than 34% of population are young people, who is contributing for 31% of gross GDP. So we are finding that there should be a structured volunteerism platform. And also, as I said before, there should be structured climate action and awareness campaigns should be done. And we have suggestions for the people who are working with the climate change. There should be an environmental friendly practices in schools, colleges, and corporates, so that a sustainable volunteering from schools and colleges can be happen. And there should be a convergence of public-private and personal professional partnerships, from starting from personal life to public life, professional life. So if you build a partnership, there will be a beautiful coordination and there's an opportunity for sustainable volunteering. And we should align and advocate the youth participation towards sustainable development goals. Whatever the policies has been framed by the governments, so it should be aligning with young people's focus. And there should be commitments and peer group exposure should be there for young people. So if one person is committing, definitely the peer groups will join together to work on addressing the climate change. So there is, we see a lot of implications. One is that policy promoting green volunteerism among youth in India and youth for SDGs for India. The future research can be done on other aspects of volunteerism. We are studying about green volunteerism. The future research can be done on other types of volunteerism. Thank you so much.